Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Circle. Today we have another teaching game against GoDave. Always my favorite time of the 2 weeks or whatever periodicity we're playing at. Um, so I guess we're starting relatively simple, as always, and I guess I'll back away high. Here I have been I want to ask this question about like standing up here, but I don't know how to follow up on that. I know that I don't have to really connect. There are other things that you can do, but I'm just going to play this way and see how it follows up on it because then I can use that idea in some of my own games. I think normally I exchange Q18. Obviously, you don't have to, but here he decides to play K16 instead. So, all right. I don't see a big opening to go for, so I think it's just a matter of like what I do with these tones. I played high over here, so I guess that means I want to develop on this side. That means I guess I should, I guess just continue. I guess like there's no big attack on this group. He would say that this is very thick, so I shouldn't worry too much about it. So I'll just enclose this corner over here and see what he does next. And then over here we have another approach. Once again, I can back away high, or I can contact move on the top. I guess I might go for the pincer, but I don't know. I don't really like the pincer as much as I would have liked it over here. I can back off low. If I back off high, I don't want to get this peep again because it's a bit awkward. Um, I don't want to help him settle by attaching, so I'm not gonna go with that. So I guess I can like kick and jump. I guess that's a little bit different, so let's do that. Um, I think I had this advice once from Jeff, where it was like if you want to have something that's a bit different, then just like change minor variations. Like sometimes you have opponents who will approach the same way and they'll play this just same Joseki everywhere. And if you just do something just a little bit different, then that means that you can like steer it away from a common position. So here I can attach on top and kind of build strength on the outside. That's very normal these days. I think the biggest mistakes are to play like this kick or play over here. So I'll do neither of those. Um, I guess it's important to realize these stones here are unsettled. So I guess, there's going for the pincers. I guess there's nothing that says I have to respond to this right away. Mm, but I guess part of me kind of wants to see if I play here, he'll jump, and then I guess there's a question of like what I do next about that, which I don't really like. So I guess I'll play this contact play because it'll give me some strength to attack this group over here. So that's going to be my plan. I guess there's some ways that this area can get a bit different as well, depending on what he plays. But we'll. I mean, I guess I was gonna say we cross that road when we get there, but that's not always. You should. I guess you should really have a plan. So let's see now. Yeah, I guess his next option is to. Yeah, I guess what's more new is to play this F3 move. I think that's what's normal these days. And then, I mean, you could just push at G3, but then I think black has this very easy response at F3, which is why I wouldn't play it as white. Although, GoDave is GoDave, and he follows his own rules, so he may do whatever. He might play just a little bit further. Sure, why not? I guess the reason why not is because I can do something against these stones here, I guess. So like I guess he wants me to he thinks I'm gonna play this very meekly, and then he'll play F3, and then it'll be as if F3 and then I would have played E4. So I think that's what he's planning. So I guess like my opponent's vital play is my vital play, which is why I should play something else. I guess I should really keep these separated, and I don't like G3 because it kind of like allows. I was gonna say it allows connecting underneath, but actually it doesn't because there's Atari and Atari here. So I can choose between these two, and I have to make sure as well that I don't burn all my time. So I'll go with this. Because I guess like he knows that I tend to over defend, so I think that's what he's betting on. But I think in my games, I think I tend to, yeah, okay, this is I think like I tend to over defend when I'm like running out of time or if I'm unsure. So I think that's when it's most common. I think like blocking here makes the most sense. Um, I don't like that, and I definitely don't want to let him out. So I'm gonna play this way. And over here, I guess it makes sense that I can connect or I can descend. I think descending makes sense because it kills these stones. And then he might be able to take this stone instead, which will settle the outside group, which I don't love. So if I play something more like this, then it does leave some Aji, but I think that means that he's punished. I can play this way as well. He might try this knight's move, but then I can easily like separate a bit. Okay, I'm going to try play like this because I think he should have too few liberties on the inside. So I have 8 minutes and 12 seconds. I have to be very careful not to use up all my time. I guess he gets some forcing moves, but that's okay. I think that's enough for black in this position. Unless I've like horribly misread something, which is always possible. It's always a possibility. I was playing some games and this morning and I thought my opponent was alive and then he was actually dead and I was winning the game by many points, so that was a big mistake. He's thinking a little bit about it, so this might not have gone exactly to plan. But he's GoDave is banking on a win, so he's won 2 games against me at 5 stones, and so he's like, if I beat you one more time, I can play you on 6 stones. He's really excited about that, so I have to put up a good fight. Oh, I need Tanukis. I feel like getting an extra move for black here would be pretty strong. Like imagine if I get e6. I feel like that's very nice for black because then this stone is under a lot of pressure. Um, I think like in our previous games I stood up at e14 and then there was weirdness, which I don't quite remember, but also I'm getting a bit bored of that weirdness, so I'm going to go in the other direction. And we'll see where that goes. I mean, I guess like he'll extend, and I guess then extending probably helps this group here. I guess that's what he'll be thinking. But yeah, no complicated reading so far, but I guess we are at the start of the game. But if it is, as I think it is, in this lower left-hand corner, then that'll be tough for white, I think. Because, I mean, I guess he gets these forcing moves on the outside, but having stones like this that die early in the game as white, I feel, makes the game quite challenging. If black starts connecting, then that makes them very strong very fast. So I don't like it when that happens. I think like the other thing as well is that I would play a move like e3, thinking that it tricks, but I find actually after having played a lot of handicap games that you should really just play as well as you can, basically, because it really is just that over the course of the game you expect your opponent loses or like falls behind. But I think the other thing as well is that you try and play solidly, try and play well, and then eventually you will have a bunch of floating groups just because the handicap means that you just can't create a bunch of settled groups and still stay competitive in the game. So even if they're not, what do you call it? Even if they're not overplays, then just as white, you just naturally end up starting a fight. So you don't have to try so hard, is what I find, or that's what I mean to say. So here, once again, I could go for this attachment, but I especially don't like it in here because I don't have anything on the outside. Meanwhile, I think defending is too meek, so I'm just going to play over here. It works quite well with my stones on the outside here as well. He will jump, and then I guess I will have to get into the outside, get into the center as well. Can I play a move like this? It's kind of cool, but no, there's that tiger's mouth. So I'll play this way. It feels a bit slow, or it feels like he might be able to play O14 and try and like seal me in, but I can't imagine that he'll try that. I mean, he might, but because I imagine that there's like the Atari, but then maybe he gives a stone up to try, but maybe he'll have to give too much up to do that. And then, okay, there's this move here. I guess we can kick. He'll stand, and then I can either make this base, or I can jump into the center in a bit of a weird way. Or I guess I can, like, play this, make this heavy, but I don't love it because this group here is not that strong either, I think. I mean, actually, he would say this group is still strong because it's completely connected. It's completely connected, has lots of liberties. So I'm going to use his concept here to point and to jump. And then we'll see what happens from there. Because I found that concept that I've learned from him, this skeleton lungs space, so like how connected your stones are, how many liberties there are, how much space there is to live, like I think this concept is actually, it's been very useful when playing games online. So I guess the question is just like, how aggressive do I need to be? And I don't imagine I need to like go in for the kill. Like I have to remember, as a handicap game, it's about black's defenses first. So I think the main thing is just I don't want this weak group to connect up over here. So I guess just jumping over here will be sufficient. That's what I think. Because I can peep here, but I have to be mindful, I think, so I'll just play this way. Because I guess the nice thing about N14 is that I continue to attack here, but then also white is thin over here. And it makes sense that he tries to separate. I can't cut this way. And because the thing is that I want to, you know, this shape here shouldn't be the strongest in the world. I want to make use of my Tengen Stone, but it feels too vulgar to just push through, I think. It's very vulgar. But I guess, like, if you imagine that I play this diagonal one, then the Ataris, and I can come from this direction, but then what happens then? Say he plays this and plays this first, or... I think I shouldn't be too aggressive. I should make sure to keep chill. Don't overreact. Because I also have to look at my side. It's not just his weakness, it's my weakness too. And, you know, this group here is also pretty weak. So I'll move in this direction, but I don't love it. But also I look at his weakness already, and I don't think that there's much to go with, so I'll just play here first. Oh, we have 647. Maybe I should pick up the pace a little bit. So far, so good. Is there anything that I've done that could be construed as a mistake? Not yet. Okay. This is all right. It's not like I have to be careful that this group doesn't get surrounded, I suppose, but then there's this group over here. I want to play like this contact play, but it's not quite right. So I think if I push this way, it will induce him to come out, and then I will have to move then as well. And then I just have to be careful I don't get cut off, but I should be all right, I think. Just wanted to make sure very quickly that I was recording. Which I am. It's all good. But I should stay focused on the game, because I think I got a bit distracted in a previous game, and GoDave was like, no, you need to pay attention. Gotta pay attention, bro. I like this because it pokes at this shape, and then I can more easily play over here, I think. Or am I fixing his shape for him? That's the question. I think like I can't really cut because he'll just give the stone up. Meanwhile, I don't want these groups to connect. And does this move really get me anything? I mean, if I play over here, he might peep this way, here, this one, and this cut. So I guess just playing a move like this might help me to fix my shape just ever so slightly. I hope that's not a thank you move. I think it should be okay. Because I guess, like, if I could think about Lung Skull, then I don't have a lot of space in here. But at the same time, I think about white, and there is some weakness. There are some weaknesses, so I should make use of them. Because otherwise I'm surrounded, and that's obviously not what we're going for in this game. 554. We need to speed up a little bit. Or I guess, yeah, maybe a little bit. Then again, like I would have played 07 instead here, instead of P7. So at least by thinking I came up with another move, which shows that the time was worth it, I suppose. I guess there's also like your improved understanding of the area that comes from reading things through, but yeah. Ah, here, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good move. Because if I respond, then he's gonna surround me. And I don't like that. Then again, actually, if he surrounds me, then I can actually cut this way. And then I have more on the so I think I'll be okay because it's actually not it's this P7 move actually helps me cut on both sides. And then he forces me to solidify my corner, which will be good for me, I think. Yeah, okay. But then I guess, yeah, all right. It means that this peep here is not as powerful anymore. And this group is still heavy. Great, yeah. We're keeping it together. Okay. Can I like surround this? That would be really hilarious if I could do that. Mm, because I think like push Atari and then this one I have to play here and then here. Yeah, that's Atari, isn't it? It's like here. No. Here. Yeah. But that's not. That would be. But then you could come this way and connect back, right? Um, and in doing so, he would probably capture that stone over here. So I guess I imagine this is a valid peep. But I have no good. I have no nice moves against it. I spent way too much time thinking about that. But not so bad because can I get this wedge here? That's actually quite annoying. White's shape is a bit thin, I feel. Because like this forcing move feels good, but then when black responds here, then it reveals the O12. That means I think maybe black gains from this exchange. It's tight for white. It's a tight spot. And I can still play R8s at any time, I imagine. Okay, so this will... He'll try to connect underneath. So I shouldn't allow that. And does the Hane get me anything here? I imagine not really. So I'll descend. Oh, but here's what I'm thinking is maybe this peep, push this one, and then try and like wedge in over here, perhaps? Like, is black shape too thin here? I don't think so. But let's see what comes next. Defending the weakness. And what happens if I play over here? Will this die? Because here, Atari, here, there. And then say I cut, push, Atari. No, this stone's not connected enough to wedge, so I can't do that. I guess this is still heavy. What comes next? It's like I'm still kind of worried about something happening over here. Like here, there, this one, here. I guess it's okay. I would be still connected, but I'd have to be careful about this side. Meanwhile, if I play a move over here, then maybe I can get it right now. But maybe what I want instead is to just be out? No. I'm running out of time. I'm gonna play this move. I think he'll be like, oh, you were very courageous to leave this group on the board. But what I'm thinking, as you know, is that if I get strength, then I might be able to play Oath 12. I really want this move. But I need a little bit more strength until I can play it, I think. We've got quite an audience with six people, which is nice. I'm sitting at 4 minutes and 30 seconds, though, so it's... Yeah, it's difficult. I guess that kind of suggests that the handicap isn't big enough, because I need too long to think about moves. Like, I think I can play it alright if I think, but it's... I end up using a lot of time. I might be wrong, but I guess the results will speak for themselves. I mean, what comes next? I think like a move like M16 or R17. I think these are the moves that I would be thinking about. R17 must be too defensive, so you'd really want to move like M16. And then I guess I could go for the L16 wedge. And then does the ladder work for me? I think it does actually. So if the ladder works, then that's... But I don't want the ladder really. Like I don't want to come in this direction. I want to become solid so I can get this wedge here. Because if I can get the wedge, that means that everything is strong once again, which is what I'm looking for. At least I'm no longer behind on time. Oh, he's really thinking about this. What? Playing over here? Playing over here? If I wedge now, connecting this one over here, Atari, but if instead I extend, right? I guess this group gets surrounded, which I don't love. Shouldn't think too long, I guess, because this move is pretty easy to answer. I think that's also easy to answer. He's getting some thickness on this side, so what does he anticipate? I'm going to try and push him down, because this way I have more advantage on the outside. And then what next? I think a move like this would be super annoying. But let's not get distracted. He didn't respond to me over here, which is a bit strange. He decided to play somewhere else, and he hasn't punished me over here, which means that there's nothing. I cheat and use this reading to say that there's nothing there, but it's not true. I can also continue the attack against this group. And over here, this group is something... Let's go for this. I'm kind of being a bit more audacious than I'm confident with, because I mean I know that there's nothing here, and then I guess if there's nothing here, then it's fine. There might be some forcing moves. I might be able to get this though, so it should be okay. Digging in, because I want to come out this way, but I don't want these two groups to connect, so I'm going to descend over here and prevent that from happening. And this group should be strong enough, I think, even if he tries to take the corner. If he tries to take the corner, then I think he can get this. But I don't want to come out this way, because I want to become solid so I can get this. So I'm going to descend over here and prevent that from happening. And this group should be strong enough, I think, even if he tries to take the corner. This group is also weak. And can I keep them separated? That's the question. This move's a bit interesting. Okay, I'll play this way. So yeah, this is separated. Oh, it's a bit of a sweaty game for white. It's a bit tricky. But what I'm thinking is maybe he tries to play c16, and then he gets the corner, and then maybe I'm weak with this group. That could be troublesome. Yeah, we have the time advantage now. We have 444 and he has 431. Yep, always had this in the back pocket. He also has this forcing move, so he's stronger over here than I anticipate. But I think it should be okay. But what I really want is this b17 move. If I can stabilize this group, then that will be a big help, because then I won't have to worry about it later. Still really thinking about it, it seems. So, like, why not? I guess, like, to me, the Atari right now feels very natural, but I guess maybe I understand why he doesn't, because maybe he wants the Atari on the other side, but okay. Okay. By jumping like this, it means that he'll try and go for this Atari here, which I don't want to allow. Oh, there was more here, but he's when I fix, I think he'll also have to fix, and that gives me time to get out. And then he's under attack, and I should just keep the groups separated. And if I can, then it should be quite difficult still for white, I think. I guess the only thing is that with this group, I want to make sure that I keep white separated enough so that this doesn't get too weak. Because it's actually not easy to kill these two stones. So I guess, like, long skeleton space. So here we have not a lot of space. Our skeleton is a bit broken. Just, we do have a lot of liberties, so that's okay, but, I should be wary about that. So yeah, it's not the strongest group in the world, but it seems that the N9 move doesn't work at the moment for the reasons that I read out. So okay, what comes next? I think he might try and, like, surround. Maybe I once again maybe I think about this as a weak group, but maybe this group is also not as weak as I think. Yeah, okay, that protects the cut, and then I'll just want to move out this way. Can I play a move like this? But as if he pushes and then plays this one, I mean, then I can play this. Yeah, it should be okay. And with this group over here gets weaker as well. Yeah, it's a tough position for white, but I just need to make sure that I'm able to keep my group stable enough that I can see the game through to the end. Oh, I was not expecting that. Okay. I need to take some liberties, isn't it? I was not expecting just giving the stones more liberties. That was a good idea. Because what I might be able to do is like cut here and then maybe like Atari this way. Maybe like try and seal this in, but I don't know if this jump here is strong enough to withstand that. And the main issue is that I'm surrounded in the corner here. That descent was pretty smart. But is there a way to continue from here? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then I guess the thing that I want to do is I want to keep this separated, but I'm also a bit worried about this group. So I have to think about, before being super aggressive, I have to think about my own weaknesses, and there's this group as well. So I do want to keep separated, but I don't want to be too aggressive either. Say like I peep here, and maybe I can like try and surround. Okay, so I'll play this move, but it's a bit indirect. I don't like it. Okay, I'm gonna play this way, but it feels weird. Feels off. What if I peep first? Oh, that looks like it could be annoying. So I'll peep. Just because it makes the shape a little bit stronger. It makes him a bit heavier, I think. And then I'll... Should I cap? It's like it's difficult to keep everything separated. It feels like the right move. Hmm. Oh, that's... But... I guess... Oh, I have to be careful because he's going to come down here, isn't he? Yeah. Okay, so I'll play over this. I'll play over here. Okay. But it's still a pretty sweaty situation for White. It's not easy. White has just so many weak groups. I'm pretty surprised because I thought he was going to tear me a new one in this game because I don't feel like I'm playing particularly well at the moment. I mean, I'm playing better than I have been, but I switched over to OGS this morning and I just got owned 2 times, so I don't know. And also my Guan practice is not what it could be at the moment. I think there was this thing where it became like I was practicing on 6Q, and then the 6Q problem suddenly became 1Q stronger. So that was so I stepped down to 7Q again. But I was trying to do my training 1 level higher, and that was not a good idea. It just meant that I was super hesitant to do all the practice because it was all quite difficult. So I think so. What now? Keep separated. Keep strong is the main point. Keep strong, but don't ignore weaknesses. I have to not get too defensive. Because I'm about to get separated in some weird ways, aren't I? Yeah, the shape is a bit weird. So I guess this is the way that it makes the most sense. Hopefully he doesn't run out of time, because I remember the first time we played, he did, but that was because he didn't realize, he didn't see that on the clock. You might be able to connect the groups up, which I don't want to allow. I guess I can't have everything, but if I keep these groups together, that's nice. Because this group here isn't strong either. You can easily imagine like a capping move of some kind. And if I'm lucky, then I can get back to surrounding this group. Oh, he comes from this weakness here. Okay. No, there's nothing else to do but this, I guess. Okay, okay. Can I net here? So here, extend, net, extend this one. Yeah, that looks like a net. Okay, so then he comes out. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. If I play here, then that's a annoying move as well. But I guess this group is about to be surrounded, so maybe that's more urgent. So I'll play over here. This is about to like turn around really radically in a way that I didn't expect. I hope not. Ah, he gets another move against this group. That's not nice. He might actually get me. I was doing so well, I think. We'll see in the review, I guess, but just gotta stay calm. The game's not over yet. And I have to stay focused because I think I got in a previous game. Yeah, I think I was feeling a bit hopeless, so I wasn't reading as intensely. And he was like, "You should pay attention." Oh, but if he responds here, then that's very heavy, isn't it? I guess there's still this weakness here. So if like he pokes, he comes in, he cuts, but he'll run out of liberties first, right? There are like so many weaknesses everywhere all the time. That's what it feels like right now. Okay, nothing to do but to connect. Yeah, and then the moment of truth. So this, if I connect this way, then he cuts this way. Oh, but if I go for the shape weakness, perhaps? Because I can imagine cutting through and then here. But I don't have enough liberties, I think. But what if I play over here? No. And then this way? Then who has more liberties? It's all about the liberties, people. Okay, I'll play this one. Oh, it's tricky. And it's going to push through, and then I have to play here. And then... Now what? The cut? Does it work? Oh. It doesn't work. Then I want to try and like connect like this, but it's not going to work either. Have more liberties. Have more liberties. That's the point. Play this way and try and like take up these liberties first. And if I'm very lucky, I might be able to win the liberty race, and if not, then I'm dead everywhere and he wins. So that's not good. That's not Let's not let GoDave win everywhere. We are going to kill him first before he kills us first. Yeah. If I play this way, I can connect the groups. But then you can get these moves. Remove his liberties. That is my decision. That is what I decide to do. And I can't connect now. And what happens if he tries to jump over here? Oh, man. Has it all been doomed from the start? Obviously not. It's a handicap game, so it was very much not doomed at the start. Come on, I don't want to give him 6 stones. I want to win. I guess maybe, can I try to like Hane on the outside maybe? Because I think this one, Atari, and then over here, but then I can play this one. He's running low on time though, so at least I have that on my side. Almost. Can I play this one? Because if he captures an Atari, connects, and then I play over here. Because I imagine this one, and then he'll extend this one here, Atari, and capture. So it looks like it's actually okay. I will have enough liberties. Or if I extend, is that, no, that doesn't make us. It is better shape to Atari on the outside. I decree it. And that makes it true. Okay, and here. And here. Oh, can I play this nice Tsuji? Am I going to run out of liberties on this side? No, because if I Atari... Oh, no, wait. But here... But I don't like it. Is he weak? Yes, play the Tsuji. Do it. Play the Tsuji. But this group is weak. I can't do it. This group is so weak here. But I must. I must be aggressive. I can't let old habits hold me back. What I play the Tsuji. I win, I capture the stones. What does he do to this group? What is the problem? That's the question. And he might Atari here, and then he captures or descends, you know, and then say I have like one eye. He needs to take the liberty on the outside. And then I also get this move. Say he descends, Atari connects. I will have more liberties. Meanwhile, if I Atari once in here, I might lose my chance on this side. But I would get to turn, but that group would be alive. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I did my best to read. I did it. I did something. Was it enough? We will find out. But if he connects here, wait, connect here, this one, Atari, and then it's a snapback. It is a nice Tsuji, this one. But I guess maybe not the most inconspicuous. I was going to say unobvious, but that's not the right word. Okay, now I should go back to being incredibly concerned about this group. But I shouldn't. If I play here, he comes up. So I must connect. Do I must connect? Do I must? Must I do? You see, I don't even have to voice act in a game as tense as this. This is genuinely Was that wrong? I don't think so. No, I had to. I had to connect. I had to do it. I swear, officer. I had to connect. Okay. We're gonna break out. I get some more liberties, which is nice. But am I screwed? Don't think so, not yet. There is never an I here, because I luckily have this A9 stone. That's quite handy. Meanwhile, I can play this one. Yeah, I get some more liberties. I can Atari. He tries maybe for the Ko. I connect. And then either way, I get some Atari to connect. What gives me more liberties? Here, I mean, I guess he, like... This one maybe descends. So that's 1-2, and then if I play here, it's still 1-2. Then I guess playing removes some... Or maybe can I play here? Because there's this weakness, and then I can descend. Or a move like this, that would be useful. Okay. We're whispering now. White has weaknesses. Goodness gracious. And I will do something about them. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah. If I play this way, here, here, and then there. Okay, so I'm going to play here now. It's maybe a bit chicken, but if white is dead, then that is what is needed to be done. That was what was necessary. Meanwhile, I play here, here, connect, and then I have 4 liberties. And then he has 4 liberties. Oh no, but I have a fifth liberty here. The secret 5th liberty. They had the 5th element, and now there is the 5th liberty. We had the rule of 5 as well, wasn't it? Interesting. Oh, no, 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 no. It will not be. It will not come to pass. I shall not allow it. Can I cut here? I will not succumb to darkness and deceit. I will not allow it. It is not a Ko. And now I will roguishly make my way out. In the most roguish way. This group is so screwed. Right? Well, what can I do? Here and then here? No. But be alive. If I'm alive, then all this in here is dead. But this is dead, so this is alive. Because if this is dead, then this is dead alive. It's annoying, but I might still be okay, you know, because he also died, And let's see. Wait. Yeah. Right? I do believe so.
9, 8, 7, 6.
He must connect. There is like no other move. It is necessary. And then I can cut here. But if that's true, if this is dead, that means I can cut over here and then I can make some nice profit. So it's all been a bit swings and roundabouts. I'm sure that some of you in the audience must be very confused hearing an American-ish accent using British slang. The dreaded British slang. I want to capture this group. But okay, if this is true, that means that all this is dead, or this is dead at least. Which is okay, but this is alive, and this is dead, so let me... I mean, now it's dead, because now it is, so that's alright. And then... Oh, what is there to do now? I guess there is to take profit.
10.
And then I guess maybe like try and connect under here, to which would take some territory. That's an interesting move. Yeah, okay. Okay, okay. Sucks. But I'll play down here, because then I can take the corner.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Does this do something? I don't think it does after this. Maybe I'm losing points here, so I need to chill out a little bit. You'll connect here, this way. Yeah. Here. This one. Here. This will never be... That's annoying. Yeah, haha! Come on. I hope what he says is that I'm using White's weaknesses more effectively than in previous games. I hope he says that, but it might not be true. 4, 3, 2. But okay. Profit, my boy. What is profit, precious?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Okay. I got a nice corner. And these stones are not saved yet. Here, and then I have to extend. If he plays again, do I have to respond? I don't think I do. 1, 2. No, 1 liberty. Don't need to respond. Can I do weird stuff? Play over here. No, there's no way. Can I do it? Yeah, sure, why not? And then what comes next? We have endgame. Endgame. I guess this is big over here. And maybe playing here and then here. Da, 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 da. That would be nice, actually. Especially because here it allows me to take this. Mm-hmm. I'm under the impression that makes better shape, but that might not be true. But I think it does. It's okay now to say I think, because I have only a couple of seconds on the clock. I can't think forever about things. But I guess we're in endgame now, so I just need to play... The rule for endgame is not to take Gote. Play Gote as little as possible. As long as it actually is Gote. It's okay to take a move if there's nothing else you can play. But often I do make that decision without thinking enough about it. So I think if I play this one, then it means I lose the snapback. Can white live here? I can't imagine that white lives. Oh, but they might. No. Don't think so. It's quite audacious to try and live here. But yeah, okay, there's this Atari. That's possible. I think I just have to be careful if he gets K3, because there's a snapback here. But I can play this wedge. Or not a wedge, but... I don't want to play that. I'll play over here. Oh, but he's alive. Ah, that's annoying. Oh, but this is Sente. Because that means that this is Atari. Connect. And... But this group will have more liberties, unfortunately. But, wait. Yeah, he has to play here, and now... Here, and then he can't push. Meanwhile, here... I mean, if I just play this one now... This is too low on liberties. I think it's okay. I still think it's okay. Passing underneath? But I don't think so. Not enough liberties, I think. I should be able to kill on the inside. Somewhere. So, okay, I mean, that's still, like, over here, and I still get this, and over here. You know, I just lost this over here. But that looks like that should still be enough to win. Here, this, okay. So I think it's been a tough game for GoDave, but he's not gonna let me have the win for free. He's gonna tough it out to the end. Which is good. Just so. Play on this side here and then cut this one. You know, maybe tries to connect, but here, there. Meanwhile, if I play over here or something. But the point is I can just keep this separated. But I guess if he can get enough in eye space in here, I guess that's what he's going for. This is weird shape. I don't like that at all. Here, maybe? I'm going to run out of time. This is my answer. I can do it. I can do this. Okay, it's the same, I believe. Here. Yeah, okay, I can imagine. I'll stay connected. Because that's the main weakness in this group, I think. Actually, can I connect underneath? Here? Here, 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 here? No? Self-Atari? He Tanuki'd fast. Here, I have to play this one. Okay, so then he thinks that there's nothing in here. Okay, oh, there's quite a lot of liberties, but this is dead, I think, so that's alright. Then can I play that here? Because this one, Atari, Ko, Atari, double Atari here. So it's annoying. Or this one, this one, this one. Ko. I don't want it to be a Ko. I have to connect Atari Ko. Annoying. Connect, connect, Atari connect, Atari connect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wow. Does he just barely live? Can I, like, throw in or something?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
This is probably the weirdest move. GoDave would probably be like, what is that? But the point is, I want him to fill his own liberty. And then when I play over here, then he connects.
10.
Oh no.
9, 8, 7.
Is that a double Ko? Can I make it a double Ko? He's gonna cut here. This one, take. Yeah. Annoying. I hate it so much. So I guess I need co-threats. I mean, I guess he has plenty over here, right? That's interesting. Aren't there bigger co-threats in this? And then if I let him, if he captures, then what can I play instead? I might be able to get this move here. Because if I connect, who has more liberties?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I don't know. Oh, what a challenging game this is. Yeah, okay, then I have to play here. And then let's hope that there's no excruciating co-threat. Maybe I shouldn't have responded. I'm not quite sure. Is that a co-threat? What does he do next? Here, here, here. Do I have another co-threat? Like, he captured here.
10.
That was probably my biggest
9,
one.
8, 7, 6, 5.
Like, I might be able to cut through here.
4, 3, 2.
Okay, I went chicken. Mm.
10.
Am I gonna lose liberties like this? Oh, if that's... I might be lucky. I might be able to get another co out of this. Oh, interesting. Mm. Yeah. That is a horrible co for white. So that's gone from like a pretty nice co to a much, much worse co. Here. Meanwhile, this one. Just stay connected. That's a nice move. And then down here. And then if I play over here, da, da, da. And if I just connect, I don't like that. But I might still get this, right? Because otherwise, don't. And then... Yeah, I think so, actually. There's this Atari, which is quite annoying. This one, this one, this one, here, connect. Sucks. Okay, yeah. Okay. Alright, so what next? Haha! You thought I was dead, but I am not dead. Oh. I'm sure he's gonna laugh at me for that. Uh... Oh well, okay, so it doesn't work. Fine. It's endgame. Endgame time. And then I guess there's another big move over here, and then we might be finishing up soon. But as things stand, I think I played a very good game, and I might still be winning. Did he think there was something there? Oh, could I play like this way, and then he connects? Then I would have 3 liberties, and I could play here. Yeah, okay. I missed that. I didn't see that. Okay. Well, this is still big move. Okay, and then I guess the other thing to pay attention to is that I have to actually capture things. So how do I capture things down here with ease because of this one? So I just have to be a bit careful. Or maybe I can capture this one instead. All right, so I guess I need to, so if I play here, here, this one, so I'm going to play the 3-step ko right away. Or I guess it's a step ko. He has to ignore 1 ko threat. Yeah. So what ko threats can he make? It's not the biggest. I mean, it is a pretty big ko, so it's not small, but definitely not as big as before, I think. Hmm. And then what comes next? It's pretty late in the game. It's hard to find ko threats. This has been an excellent game, though. Like, we've lasted 236 moves. That's annoying. Okay. I'll have to take it. But what other ko threat do I have? Um, I have a minute and 30 seconds. I guess there's a move like this, but it's not that big. Oh, I hate this. Okay, I'm gonna connect. And then he'll play another co-threat. Or no, he'll capture back, and then I have to play a co-threat. And then what can I play? What can I play? I just don't think I have another co-threat. That's the problem. I think I should capture. Because I think even if I lose this, I should probably still be ahead. I don't want to connect. I don't see another co-threat.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
It is what it is. And what it is actually another co, more or less.
Ten, 9, 8, 7.
No, because he can curve around here. So yeah, it's annoying, but I've gotten out of it. One. Then I have only 2 liberties, but has to approach. And then, no.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Ten,
This is a fun move. Because now I have lots of liberties. And I've captured this. I just want to get this move as a co-threat. So many co's. But I guess this counts. I guess he has to choose then which co he wants to resolve. And if that's true, then I might have been okay in the end. Here, okay. But now I can respond this way. So this one, this one, this one, here, and that's alive. So I need to continue over here. So if I connect, that's not enough. Some co-threats over here. Capture. And what's next? Hopefully he's running low on co-threats at some point. Like it's been a lot. It's really been a lot. Okay, I have to respond in kind. And I can still This has been a really high quality game though, in the sense of like, yeah, a lot. I guess like it is a longer, more serious game. This one, the ones that we play, which is good because that's how you improve. Captures, and then I capture. What a game. Mm-hmm. But I can play here. I'm alive. No chance. Either way, I have two eyes. Because if he throws in here, then I can play this one and then bend. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And what else do I have in terms of end game? I can play this one. And maybe move over here. Yeah, I think so. Okay, yeah. Get this move first. And then what's worth more? I think connecting here is Sente, so that's some points for me. And then I guess making I ran out of
You
code.
have won.
Alright, I guess we'll get GoDave on the line and I'll see you all in a second. Hopefully you're not as quiet and then I don't have to boost you as much manually this time.
Right. Yeah, no, but honestly, like I made the game so complicated and there was so many codes and so much to read and you didn't like, also, let's say besides not destroying me earlier in the game because the game should have been over much earlier when the whole middle stuff happened and you let me kill you on the right side. But even then, the game was hopeless for me and I needed to find something. I found astonishingly a lot and there was probably better ways to handle some of the RG, but overall, like ignoring co-threads and seeing that groups of you are already alive, like massively improved reading. Like I wrote, like not even like if I didn't know it was you, I wouldn't even know it was you if I compare this to the last two games,
Wow, I can't
especially
I
the
can't
last
believe it's
one.
such an improvement because I don't think I've been doing as much of the guaning as I should have been recently. Like that I've been having trouble keeping up
Hmm.
after the ranks changed on 101 Weiqi.
Yeah. Yeah, but maybe it just works already, like starting it and being more in this mindset and just generally having a better reading. It also just sometimes takes time until the effect sets in. So
Mm.
maybe you already were seeing some of the, or maybe you were already like internalizing some of the effects when we last played, but it wasn't coming through yet. I don't know. Anyway, in this game, like I said, like I felt like I had no chance ever. I felt like I could do something sometimes in the middle when you didn't play optimally there. But when I counted, I still thought, well, I'm still far behind. So I don't know. Killing the right is not even close to enough.
Yeah.
I basically needed to survive at least once probably twice. So one of the coasts I should have won, and even then I'm not ahead.
Yeah, but I was surprised how long you held on for, like, especially with the ko that you started in the lower right-hand corner. I was like, oh no, there's a ko. And yeah, but luckily it turned out okay.
Mm, mm. But okay, we can still go through some of the things
Yeah.
that didn't go up up to plan. I mean, literally, I mean, we the top bottom left. I've never. I wouldn't play like this, like E3, especially because I'm trying to play more solid. But I've never seen this. I think it's better if you really just connect. It might seem submissive, um, but the problem is I don't have a good way to connect my stones, right? Even if I play here, there's still some RG, and you could easily play something like this over turn. But mainly, what I'm worried about is you can just pin some my 2 stones, and now that you're so strong on the outside. Um,
Okay.
Where's the... Oh, yeah. Now that you're so strong towards this side, and my 2 stones here don't really have much RG. And if I play, for example, 2, you can also still cut here next. So that's not a good shape for me. But if I instead play something like this, then you can still push and cut here and keep most of the corner. And if I descend, like, it's just horrible shape for me all around. Like, even if you just play here, my group on the bottom side can still be attacked, or maybe you play here
Mm-hmm.
first, or maybe play this one, right? If we play all of these exchanges, my group on the bottom side is not alive. My group on the left side obviously is not alive, and I'm just in more trouble, and you don't have any weak group basically here. So,
Okay, I was too worried about
so I
being
think,
passive here
yeah.
then.
Yeah, understandable. And I was considering Geoffrey, but I thought this was more, let's say it was more interesting
Mm-hmm.
for me to get now this. And here, I mean, it's better to just descend here, I think.
And then what happens
Mm,
if white captures with c4?
then you just give,
Okay, it's still okay for black, I guess.
yeah. I mean, if this happens, I would even consider just spending a move here to eradicate all the RG, or spending a move here, I suppose. But this still leaves some annoyances here, so
Mm-hmm.
maybe even just capturing here could be good enough. And okay, then my left side group is stronger. It's the fake Ponuki, but you are also really strong and connected. And now my 2 stones on the bottom side are basically worthless.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I thought in this case that this one was maybe better. This just is so it's ni chèvre ni chou. It's like not one good, not the other good. This one keeps away a liberty of my white stone. Or connection here at least doesn't give me the Atari, but I think this one was the best one
Yeah.
out of all of these. Right, even the descent I cannot connect under because you can just wedge immediately.
It's the most solid. And so, in a
Well,
handicap
actually,
game,
here
that'd be
there's some
useful.
problem with this. I just noticed, but
Mm.
no, you have a double Atari here, so this could get a little bit wild. Maybe you'll just have to cut here then. Okay, let's just cut here, and then even after this and this, I cannot win this because of the liberty shortage now. Hmm. Right, so I thought that this was a little bit odd, this move. It just
Mhm.
gave me a liberty that I had no right to have.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And then here, I was wondering, I was thinking for like a longer while here, because my fear was if I don't play in the bottom left corner, that you can just play like a fixing move, maybe this one even. Because this is actually a really large move, b5, because it's incentive for me to get it, and it's big for you, and it also severely weakens my 3 outside stones. So in terms of power, it also reduces the RG of my 2 stones inside. So I thought that one of those moves, probably b5, but maybe also this one.
Yeah.
But b5 just looks like a move. But this, actually, let me quickly check this. Yeah, this would have not lost any points. This apparently lost 5 points.
Oof.
Both of our, like mine also lost 6 points because we both were supposed to play b5 for a while. I
Okay.
chose not to because, well, I need to catch up somehow, and I was banking on the fact that I get maybe more RG on the bottom left somewhere somehow, and yeah, that you maybe would think that b5 is maybe too slow.
Yeah, I considered e6, so I didn't think about b5 to be fair, but I thought like,
Mhm.
oh, e6 looks really uncomfortable for white.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, good. Okay, and then this is really slow. p13 is not a move you want to play. Because your corner again, right? I'm the one with the weak skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
So your cornerstones are fine. You can anytime just live here or even use this RG. Or if you split, then I would split like this. Or you can still play here and live. So I personally, like, if you just jump here, there's no good way for me to connect. If I play here, there's just the double peep.
Okay.
If I play here, there is still lots of RG, for example, after this and this. So maybe you play this first, and then if this, you can peep here. Then there's this peep again. So maybe you then have to play here, but then there's again still like this and a cut. If you go down, there's a cut here. If you play here, then you can still like split the two stones and maybe peep here first. So I just thought that in general this was a very slow move.
Okay, because I was thinking to myself that I was gonna treat Q15 as like a weak group, and I thought like, no, GoDave would say that this group is strong. I shouldn't think about,
Mhm.
but yeah, I still thought, okay, well, but I can't let white connect everything up. But I guess you're right; it's still thinner than I imagine.
Yeah, I think like this might have been a fine move. Just like besides that, b5 is probably still the best move all the time. But this one at least goes out further, and yeah, that's basically it. The problem with the turn is that p15 already served its job, right? It's a peeping that kind of reduces your ability to go out.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of got you to play let's say these two moves here
Yeah.
for this one. And that looks kind of in this case, ironically enough, I would prefer if you played a move like this, because at least that takes points and it also weakens my top side because you can slide like push in or invade easier. So yeah, so this turn was a bit slow, I think, and then
Yeah.
when I invaded. Um, yeah, and then I think that's one thing I think that I noticed particularly a lot in this game, at least twice. Um, this peep from especially exactly this shape, right? From the one space jump towards one space jump away from this. This peep is, I think I've never seen it in recommended by AI, and
Wow.
it's almost always a mistake.
Oh no. Okay.
It's a really bad shape. Funny enough, at the start of this month, I had a student like that I taught in Jena, and he this was the very first shape he learned as a 15 cube,
Mm-hmm.
and they called it in the school, they called this the drop shape. So it's literally like this Nobi against this diagonal.
Mm-hmm.
Because white has the solid shape, like more liberties and no weakness, and you have a weakness and, well, in this case also less liberties, but
Mm-hmm.
mainly you have the weakness where I could later still peep at q9, right, like happened in the
Yeah,
game.
which is what happened.
And so I think like this is a typical q move. Like if I just had to judge this game up to this point, I would automatically say, okay, this is not a down player because they played this shape. That's how bad it is in my mind. Um, it is a classic kind of shape where you think you're getting ahead further, right? You
Mm-hmm.
peep so you can
Mm-hmm.
next jump. So because the alternative would be just the normal jump here, and that feels okay. I can get ahead more. But the thing is, there's still this wedge later that you can make use of. So because of this, I can basically never peep here because that literally just sacrifices my R12 stone if you ever wanted to, and thus makes your stones much stronger. So if I don't
Mm.
get this peep, then my stones in the bottom right are weaker. And the fact that I got one space more out at N12 because you're so strong on the top right, and I can't even connect with one move. Even if you just next play just it's White's turn. Wait. Oh yeah, because I played. Even if you just play the jump here, well, I'm literally just still behind enemy lines, and you're pretty solidly connected here, and my two stones don't have a really good target.
Wow. Okay, that makes a huge difference. That's a great point.
Yeah, while in this case, yeah, you're kind of connected, but if you still need to play this, I'm basically just as much in behind enemy lines as I was before. Because I would have jumped out anyway, even if you jumped out. And you are connecting to your Tengen stone, so that was your like this sector line. Like the connection to this is creating the same sector line as before. So all you did was basically okay. Before you maybe had in the other variation where you would jump, where you jump, okay, you had like a 2-space extension here, but otherwise you're pretty strong. You're also pretty strong here, and you're pretty strong here. And you are stronger here, which means you are stronger against this. But turning into Hikaru Nakamura for a second there. But with this, if we play the same variation, now you are a little bit stronger here, but you are weaker here, which now means that I can make use of this, and my two stones in turn are stronger. And this also makes me stronger and removed my weakness.
Yeah.
The peep, like the weakness that comes from a 1-point jump, because the 1-point jump is so common and so commonly said as a 1-point jump is never bad. Most people, I would say, underestimate just how much RG there still is. Because if we go back all the way like to a normal crosscut position, then this would be the normal variation. But a cut, like a wedge that comes from a 1-space jump, is nothing else but this shape. So it's a big disadvantage, of course, because white only has 3 and black has 5 liberties on these. But in terms of maybe like a center fight where there are already some friends, let's say white maybe already has a stone here, then the liberties on these white stones don't matter as much. And so it's still a wedge again between a 1-space jump, generally still leads to a fight that is very possible if the surroundings are a little bit stronger for one than the other. And if you remove this option right here, with this move, you are basically only hurting yourself.
Yeah. It's just a thank you move. It's not worth it.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically just helping me more than it's helping you.
It just
And
feels
so
good in the
after
moment.
this, yeah, it feels like, I got ahead more, but it creates too many problems as an afterthought. So, and then I think also jumping here, it's yes, you are like threatening my stones here, but you already did. Like if you wanted to play this direction, I would much rather maybe even play here and ask more questions towards the top side, or maybe attach here or something. But this, once again, it plays from your strong group and towards towards your weakness here. Like you
Yeah.
didn't even connect here. And my connection here, I can still live in the corner. I can still give this up. If it's not too big, like kind of in the game where they turned a little bit bigger, right? And so I immediately got to go here and make you uncomfortable with your group here.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
yeah, and here I think like maybe already here it was just better to just escape with this group, or maybe even to play here. It's also a little bit passive, but okay. Yeah, and then this might have been. I wasn't sure if I want to make this exchange, but or if I also want to play here instead. Then well, I guess you don't get this, huh? No, you do get this, but then I can maybe protect it like this. Yeah, maybe I should have played this way. Anyway, I made this shape, and then I finally got to play here. Yeah, and then right now you have to play here, and because I don't have the weakness at Q12, this wedge is not that big of a deal because well, here I can still connect. Maybe you even should let me connect, but that's a different topic. And then I felt like, okay, I maybe need to do something here. to then threaten to push through here. But I mean, to your credit, I think just playing here would have maybe still been safer. But to your credit, you didn't over defend here. It's probably because if you play here, if I play here, I was worried that this stone is just not big enough, especially after I spent move here.
I was really
So
concerned that you would
yeah.
play N9, and then I was looking a lot at the wedge at O12. So I was worried if I was too thin, but then I thought it was okay. And then I kept on trying to get the wedge, but I couldn't get it.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything that I could really have done because here, I mean, yes, there's this option, and that you cut here, but then you can still just play here and capture the 2 stones. Not cutting stones. So your group in general is fine, and giving up the 2 stones probably not that big of a deal. Alternatively, you could play here and then let this happen. But then there's 2 cuts, so I'm not sure about this. This is kind of why I played the bamboo joint, because I wanted to activate the RG of N9. I basically, maybe not this much, but I saw the shape here, and that the peep at 06 would maybe do something, or maybe would scare you into doing something, but yeah, you didn't much. This was a bit passive though. Here, it's just not because of B5 being such a big resource and me also being able to jump out. Yeah, I'm not even sure, but maybe even just like here, just counter attack. But even if I play here, you can, and your corner's in no danger. But even if it was, even if it was, then you could still get the big corner move, and my left side you can still invade at C10. So I don't even necessarily get all the points there anyway. So this was a bit passive. And then, okay, we just played the Choseki here. Yeah, and then the invasion here, I think is okay, but it certainly didn't make the life easier for yourself.
No.
Because of all now you got split, and this one I think is if you play there, I would say you should play this shape. Because at least with this you are creating a bit more pressure against my 3 stones here. But I don't think you need to play, or you should play there in the first place. Like if you want to defend, I don't know, maybe you can just jump. Because, okay, wedge, then you just give up this 1 stone. And then this is not amazing for white here. If this one, then probably you can still play this and this. And yes, there's a cut here now. But then it's maybe a ko again. That's a big ko for both, but white has more to lose because white is still 60 points behind. So yeah, maybe if you want to prevent this, you could play here, and then after this you are reconnected, and then this doesn't work. So maybe 1 would be a move that I would consider here. To put a bit more pressure on the 3 stones. Or probably still this one is the best move. But yeah, here I was very happy to then get this. And I was looking at so many different things. I thought about this and this. I thought about just also playing this one. And you have to connect here, but then I don't get this. And then maybe after this, you get the Ponuki towards my weak group on the right side. I didn't like that either. Even if I then win this capturing race here on the bottom side, it might still be bad for me. And that's still in the stars because my 3 outside stones are also not that that strong. So yeah, I was happy to just get this, and then yeah, and then this was the second time, right? The peep here.
Yeah, I keep doing this.
You have this RG here, which is very annoying because after this, usually I would want to play here, but you can just separate me. And if I play here, then you can cut me off like this. Now, the one thing that is working against you here, of course, is that there's still this peep. And now you can see again, right? This one peep. That's why I didn't peep there earlier and just played B7 to protect my shape. Because these one space jump peeps are not necessarily good because you can peep it immediately, but because this allows for this kind of RG. But that also being said, if ever you play a move like this, which threatens to surround me here, and you fix your one space jump here, like, even if indirectly, then you are certainly threatening to cut me off here and to just kill me. Because now after this, for example, I mean, there's probably some way to win this straight up, or maybe just I'm not sure. Maybe there's not. Maybe I'm lying, but yeah, I just noticed that this is Atari, but okay, doesn't quite work like this. Maybe one is not enough yet. Maybe you already need, let's say you need maybe this exchange too, and then maybe you can do something here. Still not quite, huh? But the problem also here is here that after this one, there's 2 cuts and that you can still cut me here. So
Yeah.
the one space jump, the 2 one space jump, or the one space jump plus Kama combination has some problems for me. But after you peep, first of all, you don't really, like, you marginally improve the relation to these 2 stones, because G8 is a little bit closer, but it also is now closer, or it also makes my weak group stronger, my weak shape, which now also makes this more powerful. So even though you approached your own stones with this diagonal, you kind of made the connection weaker than it was before. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot with the peep, and I'm not making those decisions consciously. And even if it wasn't quite working with the diagrams that you showed, it does show that there's possibility that I'm removing, and that's not being done consciously.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then here, I mean, I don't know. I thought that maybe later there was, oops, I'm in the wrong mode, that there was maybe also some way to do this, and then maybe I have something like this, and I can like win this capturing race and kill the corner, which is still dubious. But then I always was worried about my right side just being way too weak, and now be also strong. Of course, now my left side group is very strong if I just kill you. But yeah, maybe this connection was just a bad exchange for me, huh? Looks like it. Yeah, and after, like, up to this point, right? We start with 58 points, but it's at 56 now, so I basically made no progress. And from here on out, you're even leading for the most part. Yeah, here maybe. I mean, maybe it's even just better to just connect here, or to counter attack immediately. But yeah, this was still fine. This one, I think, because like I would play here just because this group here is these groups here are so much weaker, and your group is also weaker, and this group here still has this group to counter and still this weakness. So I think this is from the wrong direction, because you basically, yes, you're also helping your group here a little bit, but me in any scenario getting this move, which is probably the best move now. Yeah, one of the best moves. And I would have played it immediately if it was an equal game, because it's so good to connect my stones here and also help my bottom stones. And your whole group is as a whole, I guess, is still not out of the woods.
Yeah.
But yeah, after this, I still, like I said, I really want to play here, but I realized I'm still far behind, and I need to still do some damage, like something active here. And then yeah, from here on out, I overplayed out of my mind, and yeah, it should have completely gone wrong from here. I think even I wonder if maybe here you should cut here immediately, or if you even should just play here and just help your group here. But okay, this was generally fine. And yeah, the one space jump, maybe also this way, right? Because you are already surrounding my left side group. You don't need to make the liberties, and you also protect against this double peep.
Yeah.
Now you are just connected.
That would make it a lot
So now
easier.
there's nothing I can do. Yeah, this looks like the shape. It also threatens now really to make the cut work at K11, which then also means that now there is basically A and B for you to escape with your group, and also split my group. So if I play A, you can just capture the 2 cutting stones, and then I have no chance in this game ever. This one allowed me to get this peep, which was nice, and then to cut you here. The cut, of course, is a complete overplay, but you know, I need to do something and I need to make you misread somewhere. But yeah, this one I think was just unnecessary. You already had so many liberties. You could have literally just turned here and just said, yeah, I win this.
Okay. There were easier ways. Yeah, I need to learn Liberty races at some point so that
Yeah.
I'm not misevaluating them.
Like, let's say you even let's say I reduce your liberties by playing here, and you lose one liberty, and maybe even that I don't know. I play here and you do connect, and then I protect my shape here. Then first of all, this is Sente, right? Because if I want to keep you cut, then I
Mhm.
need to connect here, and then you can already see after this you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 liberties, and I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like even if I get this, like I don't. The eye doesn't help me much. Oops, that's the game. The eye doesn't help me much because even if I make the eye, I would have to spend this, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties. And if I don't do this, then let's say I reduce your liberties, and you just even just play from the inside here. Uh, then you just win this easily, like with liberties to spare. And that was probably not even I probably wasted a liberty somewhere in this variation where I could have like I don't know just played a different way, maybe with this one first and then I don't know like this, right? Like this, it's even worse.
Mhm.
Now it's even by 3 liberties. So yeah, I didn't even bother to find the best variation because the liberty race is so clearly in your favor that yeah, there was no need to play this because now you're giving me the kind of chance that I like. If you turn here or turn here, then I don't have much of a chance. Maybe even the turn here needs like if you want to be safe, maybe the turn here just to help your groups and not allow me to get this. Yeah, and then maybe even you should play here just to not give me all this RG on the left side, because after this, yeah, unfortunately here I was also low in time because I was very much looking at how can I make use of the RG on the outside here. And see, that's why I usually don't play this way because I'm not very good at exploiting RG left and right in a game like this. That's also something I struggled with in endgame or in the game in general. So me having to play this way is already okay. I'm hoping that you can deal with this worse than me. And in this case, you didn't. Yeah, the wedge just worked. And then this Atari, I mean, I was just in time trouble and tried something that was obviously not good, including this cut was, I mean, this was such an overplay. I think, though, you could have easily just played here once to first, but I mean, this one just makes the game kind of over. And yeah, then I just tried to find some archer here. That didn't really work. Yeah, at this point here, this is a bad exchange because, and probably should have just connected here because you're not really gaining any liberties from this, right? You have
Mhm.
2 liberties here. You also have 2 liberties, and you could have already turned here to begin with and gotten more liberties with H18. And if I play this, then you can just connect up. So even if this happens, you can just go here, and you should never lose any liberty race. And here I cannot save this. So this just yeah, this also all these were all too passive because you could have just finished the game here basically.
Mhm.
um, but okay, because here and also yeah, okay, because here this is also here probably I was wondering I thought I should maybe not connect um because of well the RG here probably this one is just very urgent because this is not even Sente. You could at this point here just ignore and play here.
Wait, how?
How not? What do I do?
Um, what about J13? Like trying to reduce the liberties. But there's a snapback.
Yeah, or just ignore.
Mm,
This just loses by 1 liberty.
okay, I need to yeah get better at this.
And this, I mean, this was the simplest variation, but probably also this just works because of K15.
Exactly.
But this just doesn't work. And if white has to play here, then you can just capture here. And if white blocks, then you should win this again by quite a bit. White can't even play h14. So.
I didn't realize. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, so this was your chance here to just win the game on the spot. Basically, if you ignore at this point here, and this also this exchange, I think you should, if you do anything, then cut immediately, because you could, even if this happens, right, you could play this anytime anyway. And there's no way that I can prevent this, right? Because of like this, I only have 2 liberties. Like this, you only have 1 liberty. So like this doesn't change anything because you still have 3 liberties and I have 1 liberty.
So many
So
inaccuracies.
yeah. So this, and then also cutting here, this was a big loss because then I finally got to play here. And unfortunately for me, I had to give up too much on the left side and couldn't quite come back in this game. But yeah, I think even in this case, let's see. I don't know if there was some way. Maybe if you wedge now and do this. The problem here is that my center group is not alive. Or maybe, let me see. If you do, let's say, let's first do this. You threaten to cut me. I need to respond. You maybe also play the Atari. And then you are more connected here. And then if you wedge now and cut, then my center stones are in big danger.
Yeah, I kind of
Especially now
want to
this
play
shot
this.
doesn't work anymore because this is now Atari on these stones because of the M11 weakness, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to try this later in the game, but you had already captured those 3 stones, so that didn't work quite as
Yeah.
well. So my timing was off.
Yeah, so I was like here I was super happy to capture the 3 stones because yeah, this was this the M11 RG getting to remove this put well it put the wind out of the sails of O12 a little bit. Yeah, and then also this jump here is just not big enough. Like you already have captured my 3 stones, you don't need to win the capturing race anymore. So jumping here was basically just end game. Yes, you're kind of separating my 2 stones here, but because of all the RG on the top side, that was maybe not the best way. Yeah, connected here. Yeah, and then I just connected here. And then the connection here, I mean, you should at least Atari here, I think. And then, yeah, okay, there's a double Atari here. But you still, like, you could still do this and just maybe even do this. But you can just win the capturing race inside anytime.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, no problem there. Do wonder, or maybe you can, I wonder, maybe you can also extend here now and after the cut and connect. I'm not quite sure. But okay, connection. I mean, connection was fine to just remove a lot of RG out of this position. And then, yeah, then this was all fine. The descent here was just not centered, so this was a big mistake actually.
Yeah. As I
So that,
discovered.
yeah. So this descent was kind of the reason why it got closer than from the start. But I already said like I never caught up more than 20 points in this game. So yeah, after this, then I tried something on this bottom side because I kind of had to. Yeah, and then I found some nice Tsuchis here, some time Tsuchis here. Of course, this was a big loss because it was a big co-thread that I lost from this. Because I didn't see this connection under quite yet. Yeah, and the throw-in, I mean, you can literally just play here immediately, and it's still a co. But a better one for you.
Yeah.
Right? If
I
I block, you
panicked.
just connect, and I'm not alive, right? And if I cut here now, then after this, I can't connect because you're just connected like this. So I would have to fight the co, and this is obviously much better co because now you capture first, right? And then I don't know, I play some co-thread. What did I do in the game? I don't know this. And then after capture, you can even connect here as a local thread. And yeah.
Yeah, I just overthought it. I was running out of time, and I wanted to not play the co, and yeah, so I played something stupid.
Yeah, but I mean, in general, like, I found all these coasts, but you had all more co-threads, even though you captured something big on the left side too, which should give me some co-threads. But because you did capture the three stones earlier and were so solid with everything, and even connected and at end 17, I just didn't have the co-threads to win this. And then at this point here, yeah, okay, I had this as instead of the core thread that would have been better, but the descent was just a yeah, this was very well spotted that you don't need to respond. A little bit of a nitpicking though, you should just play this one
What's the
because
difference?
it doesn't allow me another core thread at N5 and
Mm,
you can reduce me by 1 point.
that's a good
There
point.
is a little bit RG here, but it doesn't amount to anything because you can just capture and then capture these. So even this is not a squeeze, you're just alive. So this was, I think this capturing here was a slight inaccuracy. Yeah, and then this was just not working. I still found a co somehow here, but my co-thread was not amazing. And oh yeah, and then here, actually you can here capture me.
Yeah, I realized that after you connected or something, I was like, oh wait, I could have. Oh no, and then yeah, I lost those
Uh-huh.
stones.
Yeah, so that was like a 12-point reverse center move or so. Yeah, no, a 12-point. Well, actually, it was a you couldn't capture my two stones on the top side, so but it was still like a 15-point move or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Hane here was not center. Usually this of course really huge, but this is just bigger at the connection here. Yeah, and then here this was also a little bit passive. So you in end game you did lose a little bit again, but like if we go all the way back from here, another like 20, 30 points. But unfortunately, the game was so much better for you that it didn't matter. Oh yeah, and here also, F3 was a big mistake because it is already a direct co, because the capturing is already an Atari.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
So F3 is literally a wasted move.
Uh, yeah.
It doesn't even do anything for you.
hmm
Like it literally just makes it literally just wastes a move because you could have captured the three
It
stones
goes
anyway.
from a
Like
three-step
if you
co to a two-step co, which is really bad.
no, it's just a direct co now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, after okay, it's a
For
well,
white.
it's from a two to a one step because I now I have to approach one more time. Yeah, but the next move then after I play this one now I have this extra co-fight, right? Now I can finish the co next with the next move if I wanted to.
hmm
Of course, here I shouldn't because you can just capture me then, and then at this point I had this one more co-thread which was I think you could have even just responded here and then found yet another co-thread somewhere. For example, you could have actually played this one.
Mm.
No, wait, could you? I'm no, I'm saying rubbish. No, you couldn't. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Don't listen to me. But you could have probably. Yeah, maybe it was. I mean, it was safe to capture here
I
because
couldn't
you
find another
then.
co-thread. That's
Yeah.
why I was
No,
like,
no,
okay, I
you
have to take it.
no, but capturing was actually fine because I still needed to. The top right just threatened a co and not even a co for your corner, and this also gave you two or three more co threats locally with e6. So
Yeah.
yeah, when you captured and then also didn't even try to fight this co, and then even got this, and then I captured, which was just yeah, bad. But yeah, then I tried very hard to find something, but yeah, the last co, you just had too many. You just had a good co-threat management, or just had not enough. I didn't have enough co-threats against you. In a game where I have more co-threats, oops, that's the one below. This can be a game-losing move, but let's say 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, even if I can win this co, you're still ahead by a little bit. So yeah, even if I have more co-threads, you probably still win the game, but it would have been a lot closer then. Yeah, but like I said, like very well fought. Like I I didn't recognize you as a player in this game anymore.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. But yeah, it's still I think it's still really considerable the amount of mistakes you still find, all the inaccuracies and being able to because I think like when reviewing with the AI, things will be a couple point losses, but it's hard for me to really explain
Mm.
why. But yeah, I can see. I think it's really amazing that you can make all those explanations.
Been doing this for a while.
Yeah. Well, I mean, me too, but that doesn't make that doesn't mean I can do it.
But yeah, that's what I had to say about this game. Again, congrats on not making me face the hell by the 6 handicap stones.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to give you the satisfaction because I knew you were very excited for it. So I was like, no, I have to focus very hard.
Yeah, I was teasing you a little bit last time on purpose just to see
Yeah. So
if that
I
does
really gave my
anything to
best
you.
effort.
Yeah.
But okay, cool.
Yeah, and I mean, again, I can really only say I didn't think in the last two games. I mean, I maybe tested you just as much, but it was because you fell apart so much easier. It didn't feel like I had to challenge you just as much as in this game. With I mean, how many codes did we fight? Three, four
But yeah, I have to do it again.
in the end.
Otherwise I can't just
Yeah.
be lucky. I have to do it in other
Hmm.
games too.
Right. Yeah, we shall see. It's I'm very curious to see how the next games will go.
Yeah, I'll keep practicing. So hopefully my reading continues to improve.
Yeah. It reminds me of when I'm in orchestra rehearsal, I once heard often heard the sentence when something worked for the first time really well. Okay, and now one more time, so it wasn't coincidence.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
yeah, I should also do more Guan down. I'm a little bit behind as well. So maybe then I can improve.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, if you don't have any questions, hope hope that helped. Oh, Decorous, you're just at the end of the stream.
But yeah, no questions from my side. But yeah, thanks a lot for playing and reviewing. I always really appreciate it. And I really enjoyed it as well. So I'm looking forward to next time as always.
Yeah, just let me know, or I let you know if I have like a certain time where I think now I can play, and the next 3 weeks after that. But I think like in general, I should be a little bit more free from now on,
Yeah.
and hopefully no longer sick. It was literally just the one day, and the half day before. So the next day I was already a lot more fit, but yeah.
Yeah, that's good that you got better quickly because yeah, sometimes
Mm.
illnesses can stick around and it's annoying. I hate
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah, I hate it, especially because I run like 4 to 5 times a week, and if I don't do it for like several days in a row, I can always feel like that I'm mentally declining a little bit.
Yeah, I've started running this year just like once a week just to make sure that I do it.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it's I get like shin splints like in the front of my leg.
Oh, uh-huh.
So but it's getting better over time, but I need to keep at it.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds good. I literally just bought two new running shoe pairs today, so I'm very excited to try them out. Well, I tried them out today once, and tomorrow the other pair.
Yeah, it's
Because
always
I'm
fun when
running
there's new
so
kit.
much now that the old pair really was falling apart, and it was time
Well
for a
deserved then.
change. Yeah. But okay, I actually have a party to go to now, so
All right. Have fun and
thank you,
I'll see you around.
and yeah, see you. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Yep. Bye bye.
Bye.